For years, everyone said India was America's closest buddy in Asia, the big counterweight to China, the rising superpower the US could trust. But over the last 2 years, yeah, that whole script flipped hard. And according to outlets like Financial Times and Economic Times, India is quietly pulling off something Washington never thought possible: a slow, painful financial revolt against the US dollar. Here's how it all started. When Trump came back and slapped India with high tariffs and sanctions claiming it was all to protect American markets, New Delhi realized something. The US wasn't acting like a partner, it was blocking India's growth. Inside India, huge debates started. Big-name economists like Raghuram Rajan said openly, "The unipolar world is over, we can't depend on the dollar anymore." So Modi made a massive move. According to Bloomberg, the government approved a new rule. All major international contracts, oil, gas, defense, IT, should use rupees first, not dollars. And deals with Russia, the Middle East, Africa, South America shifted into local currency corridors. Translation: India no longer needs dollars to buy energy or tech, and that's the exact demand that kept the dollar powerful for 80 years. Then India went further, it started dumping US debt. The Treasury confirmed India's holdings are now at a 10-year low. That money's going into gold and non-dollar reserves. Washington did not see this coming. India also started pushing the rupee as the currency for the entire global South. At G20 meetings, Indian officials straight up said, "We're done depending on a dollar that can be frozen anytime the US feels like it." That hit nerves in DC because America has shown again and again it can cut any nation off from the dollar overnight. And India? The world's biggest population, soon to be top 3 economy? They're not playing that game anymore. IMF analysts even warned, if this continues, the dollar's share of global reserves could fall below 50% for the first time ever, the psychological point of no return. Modi knows exactly what he's doing. He told his cabinet, "No foreign country will decide India's future. It's not just economics, it's sovereignty." And the US is freaking out because this isn't a tiny nation rebelling, it's India. A country big enough to inspire others. And guess what? Others are following. Saudi Arabia is already doing oil deals without dollars. Turkey, Indonesia, Brazil expanding local currency trade. BRICS is building its own payment network. But it's India that truly scares Washington, because the closest ally suddenly stopped playing by America's rules. The Pentagon and US Treasury have the same nightmare. If the dollar loses reserve currency status, America loses its superpower cheat code, the ability to borrow endlessly because the world needs its money. Bank of America analysts warned, the dollar runs on trust and that trust is breaking. CNBC says Pentagon reports literally call this the Modi effect. A giant country openly ditching dollar dependence and others lining up to copy it. If India keeps this pace, the dollar may lose its crown in the coming decades. Not with a sudden explosion, but a slow, inevitable collapse caused by American overconfidence. For the first time in 80 years, the US is realizing the world doesn't have to play by its financial rules anymore. And India is the country that finally said it out loud and acted on it.